phone. Now I got to send you. You still hit me, File?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. You on Facebook too, File?
Yeah, I'm saying they not. This shit talking podcast.
We doing action right now, man. We gonna do the part, shit talking. We got them things to pick for that. You know. Yeah, y'all hold on, just bear with us. Just bear with us. There go, File.
We got behind him.
There go.
Speak to us, man. Don't be rude,
Yeah. Get that ass, File.
man. Y'all was taught respect, man. Speak on it, you know. I'm trying to see if y'all man. Ask y'all to be his Valentine.
Let go. Let's go.
But y'all posted me cute ass pictures.
Let's go.
Let's see if y'all nigga love y'all and asked you.
Let's do it to him. Let's do it to him. Let's do it to him. Let's do it to them. Let's do it to them, File. So when it come up, I'm ready. Up. File, you ready?
Yes, Lord. Pop it on.
All right, man. So here's what I want y'all to understand, man. We're going to take a dive into this, and what we're not going to do is blame women. You understand? We're not going to blame women. That's not what this one is going to be about.
What
What we're going to do, we're going to take responsibility for our own actions. We're going to take responsibility for the way we allowed ourselves to be treated. We're going to take responsibility for the shit that we took that we know we shouldn't have taken. We're going to take responsibility and accountability for allowing ourselves to be treated like we were less than men.
That.
That's what
you do, File. You like that?
I like the way he came.
You see, the main issue
with
understanding how to wrap your mind around the concept that you allowed whatever happened to happen to you is to take accountability for the fact that you knew the point when you were being treated badly. You knew the point where you were being dogged out. You knew the point where you were being used and abused. You knew the point where you'd be taken advantage of, and you still stayed beyond that point. Now, there's not going to be no magic crystal ball or nothing. One be like, well, you stayed because she's so strong. Nope, you stayed because you didn't love yourself enough to bounce. 9 times out of 10, when you're in a relationship with a woman, you are in that relationship with that woman because you need somebody to love you because you don't love yourself. Once you start loving yourself, I'm talking about truly loving yourself, then you don't need a woman's love to validate you. Matter of fact, a woman's love has a tendency to come into your life and mess up everything because her love requires time. Her love requires engagement. Her love requires you to take attention away from the things that you have built your life on and give it to her.
Deep. That was deep. That was
So
deep.
I'm not going to even tell you how to get over red pill rage. I'm going to tell you the spiritual benefits of being single. The benefits of being single.
What's the
Now,
benefits?
I don't mean being single going monk. I mean being single and ready to mingle. The benefits should keep you from going into a relationship with a woman. Because we got to talk about some of the things that a woman's supposed to bring to your life as well. What are some of the things a woman should bring to your life?
Happiness. Peace.
Whatever the hell you want her to bring to your life. If you want a woman to bring money to your life, then you shouldn't be dealing with a woman who ain't got no money. If you want a woman who can cook, you shouldn't be dealing with a woman who can't cook. If you want a woman who can clean and sew and do all of that, you shouldn't be dealing with a woman who can't do that. If you want a woman that's just fine, the finest woman you ever seen, you shouldn't be dealing with an average woman. If you want a woman that's just good as gold, then you shouldn't be so concerned about her being a dime piece when, as long as she's attractive enough for you, she good as gold. You as a man.
Come on now, this man preaching ain't fault.
Hey, I fuck with him.
Have to decide what you want from a woman. You don't let the woman tell you what to expect from her, and you sure don't let another man, because all another man can tell you to expect from a woman is his own desires.
True. That's a true
Let me
statement.
show you why I stopped paying for all my other sample libraries. This is Arcade by Output. This thing has sounds, samples, instruments, effects, everything you could ever need. All.
That's all. So let's get into this thing, man. Stephen Clark, salute. No red pill rage over here, but shout out to all you do, dog. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. SJ3, salute, man. Appreciate the dub, man. Represent that mod squad. Salute BOA, the realest of the real. Salute to you, SJ, man. I appreciate you being in the joint. Man in the scene as always. So let's talk about some things, man. First of all, there is no woman who's more valuable than you. Every man in here, I want you to understand something. You're more valuable than a woman just because you were born with a wood. At some point during development inside your mama womb, when your outie turned into, when your innie turned into an outie, and you start growing the wood at that point, even if you're a twin, if you got a twin sister, at one point in the room, y'all were the same. You started to become more valuable than her the moment you start growing a wood. So once y'all were delivered, the son was automatically more valuable than the daughter to the father. Why? Because as a man, your goal is to leave a legacy. What's the purpose? You know the craziest person, man? A man. Black man for sure, and don't have a son, and then he just die and leave the money to somebody. Now, you can circumvent that by leaving it to your nephews.
That's crazy.
Honestly, them ain't your sons. Them somebody else's sons. They gonna be more loyal to him than they are to you. The reality is this, man. You gotta understand that no matter what she has, she's just a woman with that. If she make $300,000 a year and you make $100,000 a year, okay, fine. She's just a woman that make $300,000 a year. She ain't more valuable than you. She ain't worth more than you as far as who you are internally. If you find the very best man and the very best woman, there's no comparison between the two. Maybe those two could be together, but when we're talking about value, you as a man have to remember. And I'm not saying the woman don't have no value. I'm just saying she don't have as much value as you. At no point.
Let them know, my Muslim brother.
And I want y'all to understand this, man. Listen, you ain't gonna hear this from a lot of places, but trust me, in private conversations, a lot of guys share this mindset. A lot of guys share this mindset. I'm telling you what I know. A lot of guys share this mindset. And so stop listening to what guys tell you about what you ought to do with women, how you ought to interact with women, this old dating game bullshit. But let me tell you something. If you play the Americanized dating game, man, you're a real life sucker.
So,
it's a game that women control. So first, let's talk about some things that you should demand from a woman. Now, here's the first thing. If you didn't get anything on this list from a woman, there's some on here for everybody. Now, I ain't saying everybody demand everything, but these are some of the things that you should demand from a woman before you even consider putting her in a serious position in your life. Shut up in this. What does shut up in this mean? It don't mean she can't talk. It means she can't talk when I'm talking. It means that when we talking about things that I do as the man, she ain't got no opinion. She just shut up and listen. And whatever responsibility I assign her, she takes that responsibility and does it to the best of her ability. That's what shut up in this means. Like I'm talking about like childlike. No, I ain't dealing with no back talk. I ain't dealing with none of that. If I say, hey, go do this right here, and she don't do it, okay, cool. She don't fit in my life. I ain't got time to be trying to. Let me tell you something, bro. The one thing you got to understand: if a woman don't respect you as her leader, then you're doomed from day one. So a lot of time you ain't got red pill rage because the woman is so strong and the woman did you wrong. You got red pill rage because either nobody ever taught you or you just ignore what you have been taught. That you got to keep your gators on the woman's neck. Like you have to demand her actions every day. You have to demand what she does. So the first way to get over any ill feelings you have about the way you were is just accept the fact that you was a sucker. You got to accept the fact that you was a sucker. The woman wasn't strong. The woman didn't do you wrong. The woman wasn't low down and dirty. The woman didn't cheat on you. The woman didn't do none of that. You was a sucker who put her in the situation. Whatever she did in the situation only happened because you made the decision to put her in that position.
Hurt people hurt people. Hello.
I was for real, though.
Yeah, he was speaking
You
some
trusted
shit.
her. You believed in her. Even after you caught her in lie after lie, you kept her. You gave her a second chance. Even when she cheated on you, you gave her a second chance. Even when she went back and you found out she was still sleeping with her baby daddy, you gave her another chance. You kept her. You stayed. You wanted to fix the broken woman. You wanted to come in and save her from the decisions that she made in the past. Let me tell you something. If a woman got a kid with a man that don't do nothing for his kid, that's her fault. You a sucker if you step into that situation. Because even if it lasts for 20 years, when it's over in year 21, everything you did goes down the drain.
Right.
Everything you did. Let me tell y'all about a situation, man. And I know a situation like this personally. And I know you've seen some talked about online as well. This guy met this woman. Her daughter was 6 months old. Kid's dad got jammed up. You know, he was a hustler, got jammed up, gone for 10 years. When he get out, little girl just about to turn 11. He got to get himself together. They done moved on. Home done put them up. I'm talking about they got a good life. They living, they balling. They live in the same quality or better quality than they were before the hustler got jammed up. That girl get 18.
He changed her
First of
name to
all,
dude
you
name.
knew it was going down this way because they ain't have no relationship for real. She invited him to her graduation. He shows up. He shows up. She introduces him as her dad. Stepdad upset. Well, what you upset for? You weren't never her dad. Man, let me tell you something, Mr. Stepdad. It don't matter what you do. You still a stepdad. It don't matter what you say. You can Russell Wilson your way. And you, man, boy, let me tell you something. Hold your breath. Waiting like Russell Wilson to be somebody's dad when in reality, just like Future is Lil Future's dad, the man is reminded every time you talk to him, the boy named Future. You got to call him that. How you gonna say Future, my son? When did he named after his dad? He ain't even named after his dad real name. He named after his dad famous rap name. I want y'all to understand something. That man didn't have no reason to be upset, but he was upset. Somebody put it in the chat and tell me why he was so upset.
Because he been there, and the dad it wasn't.
Why was he upset, brothers? He had been in that girl life almost. She ain't know no dad but him. She ain't know no dad but him. Why was he upset? He had this crazy idea. That he could replace a man who's still alive. And he let himself become emotionally attached. He let himself become emotionally attached. Not in a, that's a good kid way. Like coaches get attached to they players, but in a coach-player way. Mentors get attached to their mentees, but in a big brother, little brother type of way, big sister, little sister type of way.
Fabio.
Yep.
It raining down there?
Yep.
Okay, so they gonna have to be out. Tell them folks, whoever in here, tell them since it's rain, they might well come on, tune in. They ain't be out there in the rain.
At all. Come on to the podcast. The shit talk.
As a father, he allowed himself to get so deep into his emotions that his logic left him. And he couldn't wrap his mind around the concept that no matter what he did, that was never going to be his child. But the story goes on. 5 years later, 23, she was getting ready to marry a high school sweetheart.
Dang.
Take a wild guess who she wanted to walk her down the aisle. Take a wild guess.
Who you think, Fabio?
Take a wild guess.
Shit, the daddy.
Who she asked to walk her down the aisle? Biological father. Biological father. See, some people say stepfather, but most of the time we say stepdad.
Well, she could ask both of them, you know.
Because father and dad are two different things. Now, your son may call you dad, but when they ask, who's your father? That's my father. Y'all got to understand one thing. When you put yourself in a situation with a woman, you put yourself in that situation. No one else did. No one else put you in that situation. All right, Mel, OBE's out there, man. Now, I want y'all to watch a clip right here, man. We're going to watch a clip right here. And then we're going to come back and talk about it because some of y'all still looking for women who can cook and clean. Man, let me tell you something. Outsource that shit. Look for a woman who got some paper. Man, we gone from the days of 100% providing and protecting for a woman. The only woman who in a position to want you to 100% provide and protect for her is a woman who ain't did shit with her life. I promise you that. Any woman, especially a modern woman, you got to deal with the modern woman mindset and the modern woman attitude. She better go out there and get some paper.
Come on,
I ain't finna deal with no modern woman who ain't kicking no paper in. Modern women ain't the same as traditional women. You got to deal with some shit with her. So she better bring some paper in. You better make sure she brings some paper in. Let's check this out.
The internet
I can't cook. That's accurate. I had to cook some fries, and they were frozen, and I put them in the grease, and the little ice was on them, so it started. I was gonna burn the house down. It's a very, very traumatic experience. Every time I try to cook, it's disastrous.
I wish I was better at cooking. I can't cook very many dishes. I don't really have a specialty. I did make really good oxtails and rice and peas and yams only one time. And they were okay, not great.
He actually, after me cooking a couple times, just says, don't do it. It's okay.
Yeah. I am the master.
Ain't no way that the queen bee can't cook. I know that queen bee can't cook.
Queen bee, you better not talk about Beyonce. The Beehive ain't playing that.
She can't cook. Let's get back into it.
Serve hamburger helper. And it's really a shame because my mother is the best cook. Yeah, my mother cooks. My mother cooks. And usually I make the ice water.
She said I make the ice water. How the fuck you make ice water?
Man, all right, y'all coming in there, motherfucking peeping. Let's go.
Fuck peeping.
Now, there's
Say
a bunch
something.
of men who would give a damn that she can't cook. Let me tell you something, boy. Her mama was a housewife. Her mama needed somebody to take care of her because she wasn't making no paper. Beyonce getting that money. If she getting that money like that, homie, she ain't got to cook me nothing. She ain't got to cook me nothing. See, the problem in this society,
If she
y'all
breaking
keep
bread,
trying to
hold on,
judge
hold on,
modern
hold on.
women by traditional.
Hold on. I don't agree now. She can be getting that bread, but she ain't breaking it with you. You talking about she ain't got to cook? You gonna be starved and broke. What the fuck?
Man, he didn't make sense with that one.
And I had that catch from all that. Oh, she got
He
to make.
he gave me. He wanted to be a housewife on that one.
Yeah, that ain't make sense. That ain't add up. Well, let's get back into it.
Standards. Get that traditional shit out of your head in America, dog. It's done. It's done. I'm working on a piece of content to y'all tomorrow, man. That's inspired by the DDG Haley situation, man. Where I want to talk to y'all about the buyer's remorse that American men have, that men in America have, when they try to put a modern woman in traditional relationship. I got a serious breakdown on it, man. It's gonna be a phenomenal video, man. I'm working on it now. I'm gonna work on it tonight. And King Ray will make a show on tomorrow as well. Y'all be looking for that. But I want y'all to understand, man, don't nobody care that she can't cook. Don't nobody care. That woman worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You think I give a damn if a woman that worth hundreds of millions? You think ASAP Rihanna can't cook and she a billionaire? What I'm telling you is this. I want y'all to understand this. There's broke women that can't cook. There's women who want you to provide and protect. They can't cook or clean, and you don't have too much fun when you slide in between. There's women out here who don't have money and still can't cook. I get it. Beyonce can't cook. She been famous since she was a girl. She ain't had time to cook. I'm talking about when she was a little girl. 9, 10, 11, she was already doing talent shows and showing up on Star Search and all that type of shit. Her dad's plan was for her to use her gift from God, to use her voice to get somewhere. She ain't got to cook. But you got a woman at home that don't do nothing. She don't cook. She don't clean. But let her tell you how she got that ring. I mean, you still paying all the bills. Why? Because you was a sucker. I want y'all to understand something, man. It's okay. And I recommend that you look yourself.
Fabio.
What's up?
There's been a lot of suckers that peeping in. They ready to come see what's going on, ready to see. Them niggas run up out of here. They straight beta males. You hear me? This for alphas only. God damn it.
You know these niggas
Jump in the face and say, you know what? I was a sucker.
They suckers.
I was a sucker.
Blow pops.
You understand me? I was a real live sucker. That's what I was. I ain't lying. I was a sucker. Because I allowed a woman in my life who contributed nothing. I want y'all to understand what kind of self-hate you got to have for you to allow a woman into your life. Man, you won't even let your son not contribute nothing. You got a teenage son. That boy got chores to do. He got to clean up stuff. He got to wash cars. That boy got to do all kind of stuff. He got to do something. He ain't going to be laying around on Saturday doing that. You got a woman around, man, that don't do nothing. You ain't even have her. She don't do nothing. You got to think about the situation you put yourself in. Ain't nobody complaining about a good girl, man. Everybody complaining about a scallywag they put in the wife position.
That's what I'm talking about, cuz.
Right. See, I'm gonna hit you with some facts every time, cuz I go deep.
Bruh, hey, I see what you're saying, DJ. I ain't teaching Beyonce nothing. With that kind of money, man, that woman about a billionaire. I don't care nothing about that. You know how, man, you know how cheap a cook is? You know how cheap a maid is? You know how cheap somebody, man, do you know how cheap that is? All I know is I see her on the road with her daughter. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? I see her spending time with a kid. As long as she a mother to them kid dogs, man, you know how many people we can pay? That's what I want y'all to. I want y'all to stop trying to box modern women into a traditional relationship. You want a traditional relationship? You got to travel somewhere and get a traditional woman. You're not gonna get a traditional woman in America. You're not gonna do it. Now you can get some women that can cook, but here's the thing: if you get a woman that can cook, she can cook probably because she got kids. So that's another hurdle. To get a woman that cooks, you got to have a woman with a kid, or 2 kids, or 3 kids, 4 kids. You got to have kids in the house. Because here's the thing, brother. If something was to ever happen to you and you had some downtime, what is that cooking going to do? Let me tell y'all something. A woman who ain't never had no money can't manage no money.
Nope.
Shit. Come on now. But they always want the money.
A woman who ain't never had no home can't manage no home.
Ooh. Man, that shit getting too spicy for me.
He doing some shit talking.
Yeah. They know they think this gonna be a funny channel. It's learn at your own express.
A woman who never had no self-confidence ain't gonna get no self-confidence because you buy her stuff. All she gonna be is bait. If you take a woman who never had nothing, dress her up in the finest vines all the time, put some diamonds on her, put in a fly ride, it ain't gonna give her confidence. That's gonna be bait for somebody who can see she ain't got no confidence to scoop her.
Fact. Double crop.
See, so another thing, obedience. Shut up, and this is one thing. See, shut up, and this is just zip your lip. Obedience, it takes a woman who's not lazy, a woman who has some drive, a woman who has some motivation, a woman who has some determination to get shit done. You understand me? And let me tell you one thing that go in line with obedience. A woman can't shut up and obey if she's attached to social media. A woman has to have a full detachment from social media. Now I'm gonna tell you, I've known a woman who had an attachment to social media. Totally different woman than she was when she detached from social media. Saw her a couple of years later, she had detached. Everything was different about her. Hair was natural, skin was glowing, body was banging, mindset was different, highly lifted, calm, relaxed, spiritually hungry. And you can't get that from a woman who's attached to social media. So you got to think about this. Anytime you in a situation, and think about what these fools tell you. Let me tell you something, man. Dating coaches can tell you about dating. They don't know shit about relationships. If you're in a relationship, a dating coach don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Some of these guys can put you on game about dating. They can put you on the game. But if you in a relationship, a serious relationship, and you building something, and you got a woman contributing to the build, they don't know anything about that. So they're going to tell you things like, man, don't worry about what your woman doing. No, don't worry about what a woman doing that you dating. If you got a woman at home, you better worry about what the hell she doing. Because you got to keep your gaiters on her neck. She has to be aware of what you're aware of. She has to understand that you are always on alert. She got to understand you like a hawk perched in a tree. You're blending in with the environment, but you see everything. That's the way you got to play it. Somebody may say, well, that's too much work to put in. It ain't no work. How the hell is it work, man, to keep your eyes on everything around you? You sound lazy. You sound lazy and crazy if it's hard work to keep your eyes on everything. I'll keep my eyes on everything. And I don't place no demands. You understand me? Bro, listen. I wouldn't even deal with a woman who didn't automatically. If I put her in a situation and tell her, all right, we're gonna get a little bit more serious. We're gonna really start spending some time together. If she don't automatically start sharing her location, shit like having your rear receipts off, dog. I don't deal with women who have their rear receipts off. That's a game. But let me tell you something. Well, I had a broad tell me one time, your rear receipts on. I ain't know if you knew it, I ain't never talked to her no more. Huh? Why the hell you ain't paying attention to red receipts? Let me tell you something, bruh. These are the type of games that women play. I don't deal with women who play dating game rules. Man, dating game rules are simp rules. Well, let me tell you something. I got to get in my car and put a seatbelt on, or I'm gonna get a ticket. That's a rule. I got a fast buggy. Get somewhere. I got to go 70. 30 when I'm on the regular residential road. Sometime 20. If I get caught, I'm gonna get a ticket. I just got my first super speeder a couple of months ago, man. But that's what I already got to deal with rules everywhere. Certain amount of my money got to be kicked back. A couple of months. Kicked back to the government, man. I got to deal with so many rules. You understand me? I can only put up 3 pieces of content. The 4th piece of content don't get no notifications out. Only 3 notifications every 24 hours. These are rules. I got to follow rules. You think I'm finna follow rules when I'm dealing with a woman? Hell no. No, I ain't finna do it, man. It don't make no sense for you to do it. It don't make no sense for me to do it. Another thing, low body count. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Body count matters. Body count matters even if you're being intimate with a woman. You understand me? Because you got to think about the spiritual mix that happens when you are intimate with a woman. And everybody she'd have been intimate with before, man, all of those men's spirit energies are still in her. Body count matters. She got to have a low body count. And I'm talking about to even talk to her, man, to even deal with it. And you can say, well, how can you tell a woman got a low body count? You can tell. The higher a woman body count is, the more masculine she is. You're not going to find a feminine woman with a high body count because she doesn't. The more men she's with, the more masculine energy is trapped in her. It's spiritually trapped in her.
That's deep, though.
My twin brother drinks Stella. I have taste, David.
Man, what's up? What did you say, Fabio? Let me see. Okay, let me see. Bam. I don't know what it's screaming. I don't know screaming up in that bitch. I ain't playing around with y'all. All y'all want to do? Come try to steal a nigga swag. Hold on.
Come spit your knowledge, man.
Ain't got none. Them beta male.
Still master. Can't even connect. That's just real, man. And so there are ways you can tell, man, you ain't gonna never know what that body count is. You can know if it's high. You can know if it's high. Y'all be wifing up women, man, who, listen, bro, I want y'all to understand something.
Get them.
Only if you just dating and chilling and kicking it do you want a woman that just can't get enough sex. She's a nymphomaniac. You don't want a nymphomaniac as your woman. You don't turn a nympho into your old lady, bruh. You don't do it.
Well, bam.
Oh, you don't do
Because
that.
she can't control her urges and desires. They control her. And that's also a sign of a high body count. It's also a sign. And you don't even need to know her body count. You just need to know. Just say you know a woman married and you know she cheated with somebody. And God forbid she married and she cheating with you.
Facts.
How could you ever trust a woman who you met, she was married, and cheated on her husband with you? Then you gonna end up and you gonna wife up the same woman?
Right.
You wife up the same woman? Come on, bruh. But these are the type of situations that y'all be in. Y'all be in these situations, man. And they be like, hold up, man, why you in this type of situation? Why? And you also got to worry about her having a low emotional count. Emotional count is just as important as body count, if not more. How many times she been emotionally attached to somebody? How many times she'd been in a violent relationship? How many times she done been lied to, cheated on, stolen from? How many times she done been misled? How many times she done been with a man she thought was her man, find out he married to somebody else and she a side chick? How many times has this happened?
He going deep.
How many times did somebody do something to her when she was too young to have something done to her? How many times did that happen? All of this emotional count is very significant because a woman can have a low body count and a high emotional count, and it's a terrible arrangement.
This class over here.
These are the things that you need to understand. And there's no way around these things. These things are, now I say nothing is fail safe and foolproof. These things are fail safe and foolproof. You can't get around these things. They are what they are.
That's it.
Yep, that's another thing. The first night. If you took a ride on the slip and slide the first night, y'all were together, the first day you met her is even worse. But the first night y'all spent together, first time y'all chilled or whatever, man, if you took a ride on slip and slide first time, bro, let me tell you something. She is not worth putting in that position. Yes, a woman is supposed to want you like that. She's supposed to. But respect for herself is supposed to make her say no. Now, if you've been with if one been on your team for a minute and she can send you things on the phone, but if a woman that you ain't never even been intimate with is sending you news and sending you pictures and sending you videos, what are you doing putting her in the wife position in your life? You can't never be enticed. I don't care if that thing grip like a vice, you can't be enticed by it. That's not what you get enticed by. And when you did, you put yourself in a situation that ended the way it ended. You got jammed up. That's what happened to you. You got jammed up, mister. That's what happened to you. Now, let's listen to Corey Holcomb talk about if she's the breadwinner. You're going to be a boy. But we're going to break this down, though. Because we're going to talk about the difference between her being the breadwinner and her being a breadwinner. We'll talk about that. Let's get into it.
The reason the kid's daddy ain't there is because somebody told the women in America he ain't good for you if he got another woman and some kids over here. I think it's insane. It's insane because I don't know many men who are only with one woman. Now, let me say this part. If you are a man who do not have means, you don't need a woman to be claiming really, because you can't do what you need to do with her if she's the breadwinner. You become the boy. But if you are a man who is self-sufficient and you got
become the boy,
more than one woman, you need to be able to tell these women about each other. And we all need to meet up and everybody needs to understand what it really is instead of us all living separate lives, burning gas to go see each other. It's insane the way we living out here in America. You can let Craig get that, man, because I don't know if we can eat that on camera.
What? It ain't a banana.
Can we eat that on camera?
What?
I think
of course. Oh, brother. What do you suppose? You don't
watermelon ice too.
Bring it over here, right?
Now, I'll tell y'all like this.
That nigga Corey crazy.
There is some truth to what he said about you being self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you think about it, even in the game, even with the ism, you got to look like you already getting it. Ain't no woman finna come and get no broke P no money. You got to look like you got it even if you ain't. If you have to spend your last dime on these fine vines, then you got to look the part. Because you can spit as much as you want to spit as much game as you want to, but if you don't look the part, then you just a clown. You
Till they
understand?
meet
It's
Goldie.
the same thing out here in the modern world. You have to be self-sufficient. You have to have built the life that you want for yourself. And if you didn't do that, you made a terrible mistake. You thought you could build some with a woman. Let me tell you something. You can't build nothing with a woman. You can help her build her shit. That's all you're doing. When you call yourself building with a woman, you just helping her build her thing. Because if you build with her, your shit is going to be feminized. That's the only way she can be a part of it. If she's going to be an integral part of it, anytime you're in a partnership with a woman, it's a situation that's more feminine than you would want it to be, because it has to be that in order for the woman to be comfortably a part of it, in order for a woman to be beneficial to it. That's why I tell you, you got to have something going on that a woman can contribute to. You got to already be making moves that a woman can contribute to. If you're not doing anything that she can contribute to, then it's going to always go downhill. This is an example of what he's saying about you moving in with a woman. You know how foolish you got to be to move in with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're like fresh out of the pen or something, you move in with your sister or your auntie. Now, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you meet a woman and y'all have an intimate relationship and you move in with her. It's not, it don't even matter. I know some beta male semi Johnny gonna come in here and say, well, to be away. Let me tell you something, boy. You don't know about what you're talking about. I moved in with a woman, man, and let me tell you something, boy. That thing worked out the way it put to work out. That'll be away. Let me tell you something, boy. But she ain't put me out. That'll be away. She let me eat what I want to eat. That'll be away. Well, I couldn't come in at a certain time, or we were gonna have some trouble. Had to get into it and all that right there. But still, that'll be away. She didn't put me out. You don't know the hell you talking about. Unsubscribe. Okay, let me tell you something, sucker. Unsubscribe. But before you go, you need to know. The fact that you got to say she didn't put you out shows you the position of powerless that you in. The fact that you could even say, brag about, she ain't put me out, she gonna put you out of her shit. I don't care how much power you think you got. When you move in with a woman, you live in her joint, boy. Now, some cities you could be in, some states, the law kind of bend a little bit, and if you're there for a certain amount of time, she can't put you out. But then you overstaying your welcome like a sucker. You know how much of a sucker you got to be to just get the law to be on your side so you can stay in a woman's crib when she don't want you there no more? Come on, man, you sound crazy.
What?
We'll do two Michelob Ultras.
Excuse me, would you consider playing us?
In a box outside. But if you got living one of them $2,500 condos in Manhattan, that boy like a matchbox. You know what I'm saying? That boy got a bed and a fridge in it. It's got a good view, but it's got a bed and a fridge in it for $2,500. But what I'm telling you is this, man. It don't really matter what you got to do as long as you only have to listen to you. You never put yourself in a situation where a woman can start laying down rules for your life, dog. Man, I'm not finna be in no motherfucking relationship with no woman, man, and she thinks she can tell me what to do and ask me where I'm going and tell me who I can't see, who I can't be with. What's her value to me that she gonna tell? What's her value?
Beta.
What's her value to me?
Huh?
As much money as Beyonce got, man, Jay still got him a side chick. And I ain't talking about he just tip around every now and then, man. Jay got a side chick. It's well known. Jay got a side chick. She be posting shit. Getting on his old lady nerves. His old lady be responding. Be responding to the side chick. Because the side chick ain't going nowhere. Now, if you, with your $100,000 a year, had a woman like Beyonce, she overpower you. That's why the old type of situation. That's why as your money elevates, you should elevate. If you're a six-figure nigga, you ain't got no business dealing with no broke scallywag. Unless you just, unless she just, hey, man, she's just something to ride to slip and slide, bro. I mean, if that's all you're going to do, cool. But I'm going to tell you,
My God.
a woman was put here to be a helpmeet. And so if she can't cook, she can't clean, she can't do none of that. You know what she can do? She can be dedicated to the process of my progress. She can either give me a skill or she can give me some of them dead president bills. She's gonna figure out some kind of way to contribute to the process of my progress. Otherwise, she's just something to play with. She's just something to play with. I'm not taking on the responsibility of a modern woman. She don't deserve to be provided for. She better go out there and get her own money, all the education and all the opportunity out there for her. This ain't the 50s or this ain't the 30s. Hey man, she could go ahead and get out there and get her some paper. A woman who ain't getting no paper now just lazy. She lacks focus. Too many opportunity programs and too many groups and all of that. Look how they jumped online, man, raised all that money for Kamala. They got that paper. She better go join AKE. She better be a Delta or something. She better do something. I'm telling you, man, there's no reason for you to have a modern woman in your life, man, who ain't kicking no paper in, because that's her only value. Her only value is to kick some paper in. You understand me? That's her only value. And like Corey Hogan was saying, man, as men, man, we got to stop living these lives. If you getting paper, why are you lying to women? Like, why you acting? Man, you can do what you want to do. All a woman can do is say, well, I can't go for that. Okay. I can't go for that. No. No can do. Well, I can't go for that. Okay, cool. Don't go for that. Or I'll go. Well, I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go. I hit the road, Jack, and I won't come back no more. I won't come back, bro. I won't come back. You won't come back. You're in a world of freedom, bro. If you live your life dedicated to you, you put yourself in a position where you look at a woman and her demands and say, yo, who? Yo, what? What I look like to you? Well, I ain't gonna share my man. Well, shit, you ain't got no man. You say you single. Where your man at? I'm talking about you. You don't own me. What the hell you mean you ain't gonna share me? What I look like? What I look like? Boy, I ain't owned by no woman. That's the problem. You put yourself in a situation where you let a woman own you. You let a woman possess you. Let me tell you something. A woman can call you her man. She can call you her man. You just don't respond with my woman. You solidify. A woman can live in whatever fantasy world she want to live in. You solidify her understanding of the relationship when you give her ass a title. You understand? You solidify her understanding of the relationship. So if you calling her your woman, your old lady, wifey, all that type of shit, if you calling her that, then she gonna expect you to treat her that way. She gonna expect some type of understanding, some type of consideration in everything you do, man. Come on, bro. We ain't living that life. Life too great, life too grand, dog. Like Kobe said, you're out of touch. I'm out of time. Girl, I'm out of my head when you're not around. That was your mindset. You act like you was out of your head when she ain't around. So when the relationship was over, you almost died. Girl, I love you no matter what you do. That's you. We ain't got time to play them game, man. Dog, life too full of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's too much joy, too much beauty, too many beautiful places to see, too many beautiful women all over the world, too much money to get out here. It's too many things to do, and you gotta focus on you if you want to make them things come true, homie. What we talking about around here? We gotta live the life that's pleasing to us. Listen, man, you be the man of your dreams. And let that broad get in where she fit.
Just let them know, OG.
Say 5.
I say, let them know, OG.
That nigga spit.
My bad. Hold up. Should have turned that off, man. My bad. Should have turned that ring off. Let me turn that thing off, man. My bad. My bad. I know y'all probably didn't even hear it, but let me turn it off right quick. Matter of fact, let me turn both of them off. Let me turn both of these ringers off right here, man. We ain't got time to play these games right here now. Y'all stop playing with me. All right, now. So she also got to have a strong paternal bond. You understand? She has to have a strong paternal bond. Now, this is for a modern woman now. A modern woman here, she has to be taught respect by watching her mother's interaction with her father, because otherwise she's not going to be raised to respect a man. If you go to another culture, all women respect all men. You go to a patriarchal culture, there's certain things a woman can't do. Y'all remember that chick from Houston went to Dubai, raised her voice, gonna yell at the man, gonna yell at the Uber driver, got locked up for raising her voice in public. You got a woman in your damn house where you pay all the bills that raising her voice at you. You understand me? Men are too effeminate and weak in America. That's the problem. You're effeminate, you're weak, you go along to get along, you do everything in your power to pacify and satisfy the broad, and all she got to do is show up. The problem is not the lack of femininity in the woman. The problem is the lack of masculinity in the man.
What?
When the man becomes less masculine, the woman becomes less feminine. Nature has to balance itself. It's going to take a certain amount of femininity. It's going to take a certain amount of masculinity. It's going to take that. That's just the way it is, man. All right, man, this next clip, we're going to watch what happens when, now, here's a man, baby mama cheated, bragging about cheating. The reason she's talking to him about it, because he stayed with that broad after she cheated, which is probably what some of you did. And some of you are probably with a woman right now who didn't disrespect you like that.
You want to say, I shouldn't have did that. It was disrespectful. You lucky I ain't your brother. Your cousin. Like, come on. Come on, baby. Meet me somewhere. If you want to go ahead and you want to put some dirty laundry out there, put me in it. Let me join it. Let's give them a show together. I don't need sympathy. Because guess what? I did what I did. 7, 8 months from now, it'll be a baby. And guess what?
My God.
You're either going to be here or you're not. Nobody's forcing nothing.
I'm finna
But this
switch to
baby
my
is
other
coming.
phone, cuz I'm getting a call on this one.
I'm not getting up, not doing none of it. Because guess what? It really is what it is. It is. How do you got your dad coming here taking our trash? Like, why do your dad have to play the role that you're supposed to play?
Imagine being betrayed like that. And then seeing the person online showing no remorse at all. They just don't care. Unreal. I hope he just takes care of the kids that he does have with her and move on.
See, let me tell y'all something, man. First of all, look at her. Look at her. I understand if you're a man and you got a wild, rowdy girl and she bad. I'm talking about fine as wine from head to toe. Beautiful, but she rowdy as hell. I understand how man can get caught up with that because we are creatures of, we like what we see. I give you that. This woman is not attractive. She is not feminine, and she is a scallywag. What is the purpose in being with this woman? What's the purpose? Because you get emotionally attached, you want to go tell everybody what the woman did. You want to go talk about it.
I'm just checking.
All of a sudden they want to tell everybody how good friends y'all was. They ain't like nothing. They ain't repost nothing. They ain't share nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're not no friend. All you just did was just expose yourself. So basically what you telling me is the only time you come around is when you see me doing something good. You ain't there to support me while I'm making it happen. You want to be there for the end result. Nah, nigga. Nah, man, get out of my, ain't no call back. Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? You was good over there where you was, stay over there. All of a sudden they want to tell everybody how good friends y'all was. They ain't like nothing. They ain't repost nothing. They ain't share nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're not no friend. All you just did was just expose yourself. So basically what you telling me is the only time you come around is when you see me doing something good. You ain't there to support